For the past 21 years, I've been helping men improve their dating lives, and honestly, it's still a bit wild to think about how much time has passed. Of course, I didn't start at 21. I was practically a prodigy, having begun when I was 7. Just kidding. In this time, I've earned the title of the world's #1 wing girl, which is a pretty cool title to hold. My online programs and personal coaching have guided hundreds of thousands of men to transform from Mr. Nice Guy into the guy women can't resist. And now, it's your turn. Today I'm going to condense the most valuable and brutally honest dating advice I've learned over the last 2 decades into this one video. So if you're struggling with dating and can't seem to catch a break with women, trust me, this advice will be a game changer. These 21 insights are the only things you need to be successful with women. Stick with me, grab a pen, and get ready for a crash course in real, actionable dating advice. And from this point forward, I'll be your personal wing girl. Each week, I'll provide you with the inside scoop on what women actually want, as opposed to what they say they want, along with the most effective methods to win over any woman you desire. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on any of my advice. Now, let's dive in. Here are the 21 most important, brutally honest dating tips I've gathered over the years. 1. Attraction is a natural reaction to attractive behaviors. This is the most crucial aspect of female attraction that most men fail to understand. Let me break it down as simply as possible. A woman doesn't consciously choose whether she's attracted to you. It's not a decision she makes, it's an instinctive response triggered by the traits and behaviors that the female brain finds attractive. So when you act confidently, speak with a playful tone, and show your passion for something, attraction happens automatically. It's just like a reflex. Even if you're not conventionally handsome, don't drive an expensive car, or don't have an extravagant lifestyle, as long as you display traits that naturally draw women in, they'll find themselves attracted to you. But here's the thing, if you start showing signs of insecurity, like avoiding eye contact, slumping your shoulders, speaking with a low voice, or trying to impress her with exaggerated stories, that attraction will instantly vanish. She'll be drawn to someone else who displays behaviors that turn her on. This is a common struggle among successful men who think they have all the right ingredients but fail to attract women because of how they act. The truth is, even if you're not the most conventionally attractive guy, as long as you embody certain traits, you can spark attraction with women. They don't even think about it, they feel it. 2. Women are eager to meet in person. There's a misconception that walking up to a woman and starting a conversation in person is going to annoy or scare her. Many guys shy away from approaching women in real life, opting for dating apps instead to avoid rejection or discomfort. But the truth is, meeting in person is by far the best way to form a connection with a woman. It's all about spontaneity. When you meet someone in person and establish a romantic connection, you're creating a memorable moment she won't forget. The excitement, the surprise, the curiosity. It's a feeling that can't be replicated by a dating app. This is why women love reading romance novels and watching romantic comedies. They fantasize about meeting someone through a chance encounter. It's a thrilling experience that online connections can't offer. So remember, no woman wants to brag about meeting her new boyfriend on an app. While it happens, it's much more exciting and romantic to meet someone in real life. And you'd be surprised by how many women are actually open to being approached. Trust me, I've been there myself. 3. The 5-minute rule for starting conversations. When you meet someone new, especially a woman you don't know, it's crucial to let the conversation develop naturally over time. Don't expect things to pick up instantly. In the beginning, she might still be a little reserved and need some time to feel comfortable. You need to give the conversation at least 5 minutes to gain momentum. Too many men give up too quickly when they don't see instant enthusiasm. They assume the woman isn't interested and walk away, but most women need time to warm up and feel more at ease. If she's not walking away within the first few minutes, there's some curiosity there. Keep going. Give the conversation time to grow, and soon she'll start opening up. 4. Own your desires. This is something that many men need to hear over and over. It's perfectly fine to be sexually attracted to a woman. In fact, it's totally natural. You don't need to hide your desires or pretend to be her friend just to avoid being perceived as too forward. Women want to feel desired. When you openly acknowledge that you're attracted to her without guilt or apology, it sends a strong signal that you're confident and comfortable in your own skin. This is incredibly attractive to women. It creates an instant sexual tension and shifts you from the friend zone to a completely different category. The key is to be bold and direct, but not aggressive or overbearing. As long as you're respectful and read her cues, showing that you desire her will only make her more drawn to you. 5. Neediness is a major turnoff. Neediness is one of the fastest ways to repel a woman. If you constantly seek her reassurance, asking if she likes you or if she's still attracted to you, it will only push her away. Women are instinctively drawn to confident men who don't need constant validation. A woman wants to be with a man who is secure in himself and doesn't rely on her approval to feel good. If you're always seeking reassurance or validation from her, it comes across as weak and needy, which is a huge turnoff. Instead, focus on maintaining your own confidence and emotional stability. When you do this, you'll find that women are naturally more attracted to you. Confidence in a man is attractive when he remains grounded, regardless of how a woman behaves. Her emotional fluctuations shouldn't affect him. A woman knows that her emotions can shift. Her moods and reactions aren't always constant. If a man can't maintain his composure and confidence when she isn't overtly reassuring or displaying constant excitement, then he's not showing up as a solid partner in her eyes. She instinctively senses this and knows that he won't be able to handle the ups and downs of her emotions. For example, if you meet a woman at a bar, coffee shop, or any other place, don't base your confidence solely on her initial reactions. If she's not showing immediate excitement or enthusiasm, don't let that make you second-guess yourself. If you need her to constantly reassure you for you to feel good about yourself, then your confidence is dependent on external validation, which isn't true confidence. You should be secure in who you are, regardless of her immediate interest. 6. Women will test you if they're interested. The more confident you appear, the more likely it is that a woman will test you. For instance, she might tease you, disagree with you, or pull back her interest just to see if you stay composed. This is not a manipulation tactic, but rather a natural response when she's genuinely interested in you. If she's constantly nice and overly reassuring, it's often a sign that she isn't attracted to you. When a woman tests you and you remain steady, confident, and unaffected, it's a huge turn-on for her. She can sense that you're the real deal, someone who's not pretending to be someone you're not. If you can pass this test without wavering, her desire for you will grow exponentially. It's actually a compliment, signaling that she's truly interested. The test is her way of figuring out whether you can handle her and if you're truly the kind of man she's looking for. Think of it as an opportunity to differentiate yourself from the average guy, proving that you're genuine and worthy of her attention. 7. If you don't lead, she'll lose interest. One of the biggest mistakes men make is waiting too long to take things to the next level. If you don't take charge and lead, whether that means asking for her number, suggesting a date, or making a move, the connection will inevitably fizzle out. Even if she initially shows attraction, if you hesitate or act passively, she'll lose interest. She might get frustrated and eventually move on. This is a common pitfall. Many men take too long to act, waiting for the perfect moment or the ideal thing to say. They hesitate, overthink, and try to analyze every little detail. Meanwhile, the attraction starts to fade. If you're not willing to take risks and move things forward, the opportunity will slip through your fingers. The key is to not get caught up in trying to find the perfect line or the ideal timing. Just make your move. Don't let the connection lose momentum by waiting too long. 8. Women are highly sexual beings. Over the years, I've worked with countless men, and one thing is clear. Most guys don't realize how sexual women really are. There's a misconception that women are uninterested in sex or somehow more innocent in that department, but that's far from the truth. Women think about sex more often than most men realize. In fact, sometimes even more than you do. We fantasize, we dream, we crave it. The problem is that many men think women will be repulsed if a man makes a move toward a sexual direction. They fear being perceived as creepy or inappropriate, so they hold back. However, this is a major misunderstanding. Women are just as sexual as men, but many of us hide it because society expects us to act a certain way. Women often feel pressured to appear sweet, respectful, or even reserved, especially in public. This behavior is rooted in the desire to conform to societal expectations. But here's the thing. Deep down, women long for someone who will spark that romantic energy and lead them into an enjoyable, passionate experience. The bad boys and players do well because they don't shy away from sexual attraction. They embrace it. They create that emotional connection and make the move without hesitation. If you want better results with women, you need to do the same. Lead her into that romantic space with confidence. 9. Use absence to increase desire. Many men make the mistake of overinvesting by trying to see a woman as often as possible. While the intention is good, this can backfire. The more you're around, the less special you become. Eventually, you go from being a rare treat to just another routine. This will cause her to take you for granted, and her desire will naturally begin to fade. To keep her interested, you need to learn the art of absence. Once you've sparked her interest and desire, it's important to step back. Don't always be available. Give her the space to miss you, to wonder when she'll hear from you again. This is not about playing games, but about allowing her to value your presence. If you disappear for too long, though, it can come across as unreliable, so make sure there's a balance. The key is to have a life outside of her. Pursue your hobbies, engage with your work, maintain your friendships. Don't let her become your sole focus. When you're truly living your life and not obsessing over her, your absence will naturally heighten her desire. If you start becoming too obsessed and needy, however, you'll overwhelm her. So keep your distance just enough to make her miss you, but not so much that you disappear completely. 10. The best lines and tactics don't work if you lack authenticity. It's common for men to seek the perfect lines or strategies to win over women. While I understand the appeal of having a magic formula, the truth is that these tactics rarely work in the long run. Why? Because something essential is always missing. It's not about what you say, it's about how you say it and the confidence with which you deliver it. The classic example is the flirty line. But the real issue is not the line itself, but whether you're genuinely confident when you deliver it. Most men don't understand that a simple line delivered with genuine confidence will have a much stronger impact than rehearsed tactics or overused phrases. Women can sense inauthenticity from a mile away. Confidence, authenticity, and a relaxed demeanor are far more attractive than trying too hard to impress. One line that often gets a great reaction from women and can spark attraction is, "Seriously, you need to stop undressing me with your eyes. It's making me uncomfortable." It's playful, bold, and flirty, often making women smile and creating a bit of attraction. However, this line might not work for every guy. For example, if a man says it with hesitation, like this, "Seriously, you need to stop undressing me with your eyes. It's making me really uncomfortable," it doesn't have the same effect. Now picture him saying it with obvious discomfort. "Seriously, you need to stop undressing me with your eyes. It's making me really uncomfortable," and I'm very uncomfortable just saying this. You see the difference in the delivery? The line itself is still the same, but the way it's delivered completely changes its impact. When said in a nervous or awkward way, it loses its charm and comes across as insecure, which can be off-putting. The key takeaway here is that the right line and the right delivery are essential, but the delivery is more than just technique. It's deeply influenced by how you feel inside. The truth is, no matter how much you practice delivering a line, if you're feeling nervous or insecure inside, it's likely going to come across in your delivery. That's why I always say that practicing how you say something is only half of the equation. If you feel anxious when you're speaking to an attractive woman, it will show. Even with all the practice, you might forget your line or freeze up completely. This same principle applies to other attraction techniques like maintaining eye contact. I've talked about this a lot. Eye contact is one of the most powerful tools you can use when talking to a woman. However, if you're feeling anxious or insecure inside, if you think she's too attractive for you or that she's out of your league, you'll struggle to maintain that eye contact. You'll either avoid it altogether or it'll become awkward, and she'll notice. It's not about just learning the right tactics. It's about being comfortable and confident enough to execute them smoothly. Similarly, I could teach you tricks for keeping a conversation flowing, like conversation threading or using storytelling techniques. I could give you formulas and banter techniques that work, but if your internal mindset isn't aligned with your actions, it's all for nothing. If you don't have the right attitude to back it up, none of these tactics will work in the long term. Confidence and the right mental state are the missing pieces. You can memorize lines and strategies, but if you're still second-guessing yourself and filled with insecurity when you meet an attractive woman, you'll miss the mark. Many guys get some attention from women here and there using these lines or techniques, but they often struggle to attract the kind of women they truly desire. Why? Because they remain nervous around women they find attractive, constantly doubting themselves. When they meet a woman they're interested in, they freeze up or act in a way that's awkward and uncomfortable, which drives the woman away. This is why they fail to get the women they truly want. They haven't fixed their inner game yet. So here's what I want to do. I want to create a whole series of videos dedicated to helping guys like you master these tactics and lines, but I need your input. I want to know exactly what you need so I can make the videos as useful as possible for you. Here's what you need to do. Click the link in the description that says, "Take the survey now." It'll take you less than 2 minutes, and once you fill it out, I'll have all the information I need to give you the guidance and advice you need to execute these tactics effectively. As a bonus, when you fill out the survey, I'm going to sweeten the deal. I'll give you free access to 2 two-hour masterclasses of your choice from my library of over 50 topics. That's right. Choose any masterclass you want. Does that sound good? I'm sure it does because it's a pretty awesome deal. Just click the link below or scan the QR code on your screen to get started. I need your feedback so I can help you in the best way possible. Help me help you. Think of it like a little Jerry Maguire moment, right? It'll only take a few minutes. Finally, thank you for watching this video all the way through. I truly hope you found it helpful. As always, I'll be back next week with more insights and advice for you. See you then.